Okay. Okay, I think that was my fault. But I think everything's working. Take 2 weeks off, go see a solar eclipse and everything else, and nothing working. Nothing's where it's supposed to be, nothing's working. Nothing. Forgot that the camera was inside. Let's see if it'll actually. Okay, it actually found me. Cool. Which means we can do this, and then maybe it'll zoom in. Maybe? Maybe? Fine. Either way. So we got a lot of fun work to do today. Let's get mark a knife over here for right now. And it's nice and warm out today. If we get to a stopping point due to glue and nail time, we will stop early. Let's see, it is currently about 62. So nice, right around there in the 18, 20 Celsius range, if I remember correctly, if I can convert correctly quickly. It's going to get up to like 70, 80 degrees probably by the end of the day, and then tomorrow's going to have torrential downpours. Hopefully, TTS will start actually saying something at some point, but we can't trust that. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, Hopefully also the tracking doesn't go bonkers, but if it does, I'll just lock it down. What we're hoping to do today, oh sweet. So also went diving recently, or not diving, but we went to thrifting, and I found a second workmate. This one's the 425, so I got an upgrade for 30 bucks. Which works for me. So I've got yet another surface to drop all this wood on. Okay, I'll take the shelves, put them over on the workmate for right now, because I need to get down to the sides so we can start hopefully getting this carcass ready for assembly. And I hope to God we don't crash like we did last time. I didn't even realize we had crashed until like an hour past the crash. I was just like, it's silent. Could be any number of things when it goes silent. What had happened though is that the internet had gone down for like a minute, and I didn't realize that the internet had crashed, so the stream had crashed. There we go. Put these together. I need to clean the face of these just ever so slightly. And then we can start trying to get the, also, I played around with this guy a little bit, was able to make him taller. I forgot this, I can boom it up a little. Oh, it's, Jesus. Okay, yeah. Hi. You gonna follow me? Okay, we're gonna lock you down over here then. Let me get the green board here. Fine, we'll just lock it as soon as I can get it locked, we'll just lock it over here. Come on. Come on, you can recognize me. I got a green board hiding the brick. Nope, you still are following me. Okay. Well, okay, it doesn't want to lock. Whatever. Yeah, just let it follow me and hope to God it doesn't start staring at the ceiling. Okay. Here, here, get you down here so you're not a problem. Here, also put you down here. Okay. I am so glad I rebuilt this thing. Okay. Uh-oh. That is definitely a problem. Wes didn't think about how wide these boards would be together. Okay, well I can do it one at a time, but I was hoping to do them both at the same time to, there's an easy way out of this. Get me a board. Long running stick. Yeah, this'll do. Yeah, this makes no sense, I know. There's a dado on the back, or rabbit on the back, so I'm gonna have to do it the old way. There, set up. And okay, I do see someone said something that means TTS is not currently working, but you never know. Hey, mosquito. Wait. They made a remote mosquito? Come on. Oh, I see you're okay, good. There. Hey, Chance. Saw your new video there, mosquito. Pretty cool. Not gonna say I would get one of those. A, I don't have a 50, but B, I'm not a big, not a big kerfing plane person, I guess in the first place. But that's probably because I've never really used one. Okay, you and you. Okay, there's that. The hell, let's just get a third one in there, make sure they're squeezed. Yeah. Take you out. Glad to see you in. Yeah. There we go. Zoom. I'm gonna have to look into that remote for OBSBot, because I think a remote would be way better. Also, I didn't know there was an app, so I might even look into the app. Because I'm behind the times. I got the OBS bot because someone had a bunch of free money at work. Now I'm just... All right. Oh, yeah, duh, I'm left-handed. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of stuff with, like, actual right-handed planes, and are you even set up? Ah. We're just trying to take off. There's a high edge on these because I had to that explains a hell of a lot. Maybe I should just do this one at a time. Yeah. At this point, I want to keep the boards the same size. I don't have any of this equipment. I'm poor. Just a poor woodworker. But no, that's actually good to know, because I was thinking about getting something like a Stream Deck or something like that, and if it can control the OBS bot, that would actually give me a reason to use it. Right now what I'm doing is, we had a minor mistake earlier where I put dados on the wrong sides, and need to clean up the edges, because actually that was like the first real use of that rabbit plane I bought from you. I didn't think to hold it tight enough, so it started skipping in a little bit. So we're just getting that high edge off. I used it to completely take out the edge because I had already made a rabbit. I just used the rabbit to go the rest of the way, but I wasn't paying attention. We're almost there. You can tell. But glad to see you in, Mosquito. Just double checking, because eventually at some point in time, speaker bot should start working. Okay. Hopefully. Oh, and today is definitely going to be alcohol-powered woodworking. Don't tell Twitch, but I mean, it's a nice actual warm day, so cider it is. Oh, geez. Get you over here. But today is going to be a fairly relaxing day. said the person who's going to be doing a glue up. And please don't look at some of these holes. There we go, that's better. There we go, that's better. You can actually see what I'm doing. I should probably pay attention more often. 1 second, make sure everything's focused. Not as focused as I want it. Can't read Lee Nielsen crisply. There we go. Can't read Lee Nielsen. I know it's not right. No. I know I've said it once and I'll say it again because it's fairly new to me, but replacing the blade with a Hawk blade on my 6 fixed every single problem. So it was either blade or keeper or chip breaker related, but it now operates as cleanly as my 5 or my 4. Okay, so that is all we needed there. We might as well put the plane back up. But the fact that I don't dread pulling my number 6 out anymore means that was a permanent solution, and I don't need to buy a Lee Nielsen or a Veritas. Just upgrade the blade and the chip breaker, and it was good. Had to file the mouth slightly, like a 32nd of an inch to a 16th of an inch. All right, guys, now the stressful part. Time to start drinking. I won't start cooking the glue until we have a plan. Because I don't want to burn the glue. Also, Chris, let me ask you this: when TTS starts up, do you want me to call you? Do you want me to make it call you Mosquito or Chris? Also, do you want me to call you Mosquito or Chris? I'll get it changed over. But this thing has been a godsend. I had been looking for a 24 forever. I'm glad I got it off of you. I didn't want to buy a Starrett. I didn't want to buy a modern Starrett because they're not etched. Kind of why I bought the square I bought up there, because it's etched so that when eventually the paint wears off, there's still a mark. Sorry, loud noises. Glad I still have these runners. And I know you made the whole joke about being a hand tool woodworker before you had tools and all that. And that you're not going to try and be snobby on the curving plane video, but I was sitting there, I was like, even I've got power tools. I'm not going to discount the fact that a power planer is going to go through way more board footage in dimensioning than what I can do. But yeah, for me, it's more enjoying woodworking than anything. So like, all right. Okay, cool. So let's at least get in here. Okay, speaker bot. Wish it would actually start working. Okay, users, there we go. Users. Huh, that's weird. That is very weird. Okay, so SpeakerBot definitely is not working correctly. Whenever it shows up, I'll get you in there. But anyway, thanks, Mosquito. Like I said, I was happy as hell to get those planes when you listed them. All right. Now, because we know we're going to need clamps out the wazoo. Okay. We're going to need the big boys regardless. So I was hoping not to do that. Okay, cool. So let's start getting clamps out. See which one dropped. It's just one of the bars. Okay. Let's get as many clamps as possible. You'll also notice I've got my corner clamps out as well. I'm lazy. Corner clamps might solve a huge problem for me. Or not a problem, but they might just make it easier for me. There we go. You guys are starting to show your age after the flood. Pipe. The pipe clamps are probably going to be on the base. Makes sense. Corner clamps are definitely on the base. Like I said, right now it's figure out how we're putting this all together. Then worry about heat and glue, putting glue down, and so everything has been through the fluid. You're missing a rubber. That's good to know. Double check to see if I still have it. Come on. Oh, you're that one. God. That's not good for... it's still working. There we go. That's the one I need to file that one little outcropping off of. Sometimes I get it past it and I forget that, like, once you get it past it, you basically need a hammer to get it back. Okay, there's that. Okay, there's those three. We've got how many? We got 3 individual inner shelves. Let's see, is the rubber over here? If not, we'll just put a piece of wood in there. Piece of wood it is. Okay, cool. We got a piece of wood over here. Junky old piece of wood. On you. Like I said, right now we're just kind of figuring it out. Okay, we want this edge up. Okay, on both sides. Here, and there. Bring over the shelves. top. This is where things get fun. This is just a giant shit show. This is the part I didn't think about, and this is why it's going to be fun today. Knowing how much fun it's going to be, let's move the alcohol over here. Like I said, not going to just start cooking glue because you never know. Okay, good. They do allow pass-through. That was the part I forgot. Okay. One, two, three, and four. We're going to get everything basically very loosely put together. Yeah, I love that plain is in my name, Plain Old Woodworking. But yeah, dimensioning boards is not what I want to be doing. Okay, you're the... Let's get... I just want everything kind of roughly together before I even think about gluing or anything else. Okay. You're the back. Okay, good. Do I literally not have you open enough? Awesome. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, next. Front. Oh, wait, whoa. If you're a front, you go down. Clamping arrangement, we want the back up because we're referencing the front to make sure everything is sane. Next question, why am I not? And this might be a have it fully clamped together, take one board out, glue it, while everything else is clamped. This might be a very... Why are you... Doesn't help that my stomach is moving boards. You know how many times when building stuff I wish I was my dad and I had a 5 or a 10-year-old kid? Just for the sheer, come help me with this, give me an extra hand, as opposed to what I'm doing right now, which is literally like jimmying stuff together with with no help at all. Like, there's definitely enough room, I just can't. I can't. Welcome to gluing shit together without any second hands. Is it literally wider than the, oh my God. Wider than the bench. Awesome. Wes, you got to learn these things. Sometimes I'm an idiot. That's most of the time, though. Okay, let's try this again. Man, when is TTS gonna wake its ass up? I think I know what I really need to do is, let's figure this out. Okay, where, that's a good point. Okay. It's gonna sound backwards, but let's give ourselves some sort of reference here. Here's the top. That's the front to the top. Which side do we want up? I choose you, Pikachu. High corner clamp. Yes, I am a terrible person to be watching doing this. Don't need a terrible amount. You're the out, right? Yes. We will fix the orientation in a second. But what this will give me is that little bit of a helping hand. To just say, okay, you've got at least something stuck together. It can sit, it can stay, it can save the day. I think we actually need to do this. I think we actually do need to do the shelves separate. I think I need to do the outside. Oh, I was going to do the outside and all the shelves at once, but I think I just need to do the four corners, glue them, nail them, and then start sliding shelves in. Because otherwise this is going to be a giant nightmare, isn't it? Yeah, and here's the proof that I don't need, okay, well, actually, now that we have that proof, don't worry guys, I'm figuring out stuff as we go. That's very true, Mosquito. 7 hands, 1 man. That's kind of why I want the excess of clamps. I want to be able to just go, there you go. You're upside down. Get your feet up, in, up, and in. But now that we've got at least one side in, let's very loosely clamp this side. I do mean it that way, just very loosely clamp it. Hooray for miter clamps, or corner clamps, or whatever you want to call them. These old Craftsman corner clamps are probably going to save my freaking breakfast. I've got some plywood if I really wanted to make this 4 foot wide and make sure everything is kosher and copacetic. Where's the side? I might just do that. No, yeah, I think I'm gonna get everything loosely clamped together. And by loosely, I mean, we're gonna get this. Okay, you're too far in. Okay, now I know what to do. We're going to do it this way. Pipe clamps are probably going to be the biggest aggravation in the world. So this suspends it off the ground. We'll figure out, we'll do shelves after we've done the 4 points. Okay, clamps over here. Pipe clamps, you're fine being on the ground for right now. Okay. It only took me, 20 goes. Put this in here, put this in here. Okay, line you up here and go swishy, swishy, swoo. Like I said, I don't really need a heavy amount of pressure with these corner clamps. Just need to get things sitting proper. Because they'll bring the corner in for me. Okay. Still not quite there. Okay. Loosen you up. Look how much faster this is going with just corner clamps. It's almost like this is how I should have been doing it in the first place. Huzzah! Toots and horns and everything else. Get you lined up. You're lined. Let's put the bottom in. That is also the very bottom board here, so bloop. You're gonna laugh. I need to take that board out and put it back in the other way. Because I have the front up instead of down. Okay, there's that. At least we're having engaging content right now. You know what the worst thing about these little quarter clamps are is, this is why I didn't start boiling glue, because you want to have these things as close to perfect as possible, because it takes about 5 years to get them screwed in. Okay, there's that. Then we're gonna. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's loosen you up real quick. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, guys. Now we're getting somewhere. We look like we're professionals now, guys. Put this side. Yeah, you've got the mark, so you're the front. There we go. Okay. And yes, I do know not to trust these clamps to make them 90. These are more just to assist getting there. Okay. Sorry if my big dumb head's in the way. But a big trick with these corner clamps is do not have them like super tight ever. Because if one side is gripping really hard, the other side will not adjust to square. It'll just grip it at a weird angle. You guys. This is one of those garage store finds I found. These old Craftsman corner clamps, complete 4 set with a little miter, cut-in miter slot attachment. Okay. Man, TTS just does not want to work today, guys. Does it? Well, let's double check. Yeah, TTS just doesn't want to work. I don't understand it. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. Honestly, I wish I had a wider lens to be able to show you guys what all is happening from the top. You're not supposed to have come out. Thank you. So right now we're squeezy sticking it. I don't expect it to be anywhere near square at the top. Toward the bottom, you better be closer. Okay, there we go. Can I even do that on this side? Yes, I can. Okay. Well, before we test square, let's see if we can okay, pipe clamps are probably better for the diagonal at this point. This is how I work. I'm like, let's figure out how we can get shit to work. So I can glue and nail this together. Haven't had enough time in the shop recently to like sit here and think this one through. This is one of those, that's square enough for government pay. We're off by like, nah, you should be able to squeeze a little more in there. But I also want to see how this all goes together. If I can get the shelves in any respect or form, we may glue and nail the shelves first. This is the other thing, is make sure stuff fits. And yes, I am putting them in this. That'll work. These will work fine. Sorry for the noises. And honestly, today might just be a figure out the problems of assembly before assembly kind of day. And this shelf is like, cool, we in. All right, how about you? Do I need to make, I may need to mill just a tiny bit. I may need to take that, they're rubbing. Okay, so these, I need to use this. That is not what's supposed to happen. Okay. Well, you're fine. You, sir, are perfectly fine. I'm thinking what needs to happen is get the top and the bottom on. And I mean, since this one doesn't seem to interfere with anything, it's probably not that big of a deal. Do you want to check square though? These, I think, are just a hair too thick, or these are just a hair too thin. Scratch that. How about you? Thank you for that observation. Okay, so what I can do is get this put together. These it's not a hair too thick, a hair too thin situation. These shelves are a hair too long. That explains it. They're about a 1/16 too long. That explains why they're having so much trouble going in. Oh, sorry for the ad break, guys. I'm going to try this again, see if it works yet. Nope, it does not. Why are you not? This speaker bot's just not going to work today. Okay, so what we have learned. These are a hair too long. So technically I can put these on the, I could do this one, but I think I would rather wait till I get the exterior on, and then I could probably just get that one in. But we could probably heat glue and start getting stuff rocking. Let me restack some of this though, since we're about to have a carcass started here. We can put you down here. Just want to make sure that the wood is healthily supported during the stages. Okay, so what I can do is this. Okay. And we are going to slowly get things working together. Where's the other one? Okay. This is the top shelf. Oh, damn, it's in there. Maybe I should. Okay, there. I might take a little bit off of this one as well, but honestly, just those two needed it. All right. All right. Now, put you back up because you're not needed. You're to make the grooves wider, not deeper. All right. Do I want to start cooking glue? Also, we should probably test out the nails, a nail hole size real quick. I think about it. Do we have any? We've got this. Do we have one that's got a decent groove on it? There's a decent groove there. Okay, cool. We've got a way to do it. We get out the saw out. I was doing this so that all the clamps are the other way. so that I don't stab myself 1,000 times just trying to get around the bench. All right, so if I cut a little off of this, we can test it here. Yeah. Because these are special nails. I'm putting it, and I'd rather get it right and not explode months of work. And we'll just use the screw-up pieces from earlier to test the theories. Okay, I'm not doing that again. Oh, there we go. Where you at? Where's my mallet? There's my mallet. Okay, fine. See if that'll hold it a little better. Nope. Okay. All right, let's test out these nails. Actually, the nails aren't, those nails are going to be, oh, jeez, okay. Well, got you. And you, okay, cool. So the reason I'm testing them out is what's going to be holding the actual shelves on are these big honking things. As far as like the top, probably just going to use these. So I'm not too worried about the top, but we still gotta drill and glue and everything else. Where's my egg beater? Because that will be the thing that I'd want to use. I'm not even gonna attempt to think I know what size is gonna be good for these rot nails. As far as the cut nails, that's an easy one. This is the part I was very nervous about. God, I'm never going to do anything right. Just know ahead of time. Okay, where are you at? You're over here. Okay, cool. Hell, we may be fumbling around the entire day, guys. Okay, well, at least we haven't been dropped. That's good. Okay. Now, we're still, yeah, we can fix that in a bit. Okay. Move you down this way. That's why you're doing that. Okay. Now. Uh-oh, stuff's happening. Okay, TTS is dead, so I'm probably just now seeing what's going on. Hi, Mecca. Actually, okay, that tells me a lot. Everything is dead. That's... Okay, that's interesting. Thank you, Mecca, for that raid. I guess that means StreamerBot's dead too. Yeah, it's good to be back. We're slowly figuring out how to get this thing assembled. You can see it over here. We just got the top, the bottom, and the sides kind of clamped together. And we're doing the responsible thing and figuring out pre-drilling nail holes. Let's do this. Because we're using Hansa's nails for a good chunk of it. And I want to be able to simulate that and see whether or not I'm going to destroy the project just trying to put it together. Yes, and for whatever reason, my suspect is that OBS updated StreamerBot and SpeakerBot are dead at the moment. Let's see if I can. That'll do. But also, you know, I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks, so it could be a plethora of things that are wrong. Plethora of things. Let's see. Well, that's not gonna go. we can see now. Let's pull a nail and hope for the best. Okay, well now we know we're at the hole. Where's my good old nail and hammer? Not you, not you. That's it. Oh, it's probably still in the bucket from the chair repair. Yes, ask me about that. But actually not rose-headed. These are hand-forged from Hansa. They're just, you know, if you watch Hansa's stream and you do the whole, here we go, the whole forge a nail, redeem, that's what these are. They're just hand-forged nails. Okay, now we inspect. Considering I can do that, considering I pulled it out, means it might be a little too loose, but I mean, I was able to drive it in and pull it out and not split it. And waste not, want not want, these are forged nails. Worst case scenario, that's the hole that's the diameter we're going to use. Best case scenario, we can probably step it down a little bit. Let's try that. Like I said, it's one of those, before we get to nailing this baby together, let's figure out what size I can use. Because I got to cook glue and everything else. All right, just double checking. Also, Mecca, today is an alcohol-powered stream. I've got cider because it's like 65, 70 degrees outside. So we used that. This is a step down. And then after we're done, why am I trying? After we're done figuring out the size for the rot nails, we'll figure out a size for the cut nails. Because so here's the idea, and I'm sorry, we don't have any kind of real third camera at the moment, so here's the idea. Because it's a shaker shelf, shaker pan, they were nailed together, maybe toe-nailed to hide it, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's shaker. They didn't care. They probably painted it, the original. What I'm gonna do instead is use big hand wrought nails so that we have these big decorative beasts holding it together, making it look intentional, making it look great. And then anywhere where I can hide the nails, we're going to use just cut nails and hide them. So like up here, this is where we're going to have some molding anyway, so it doesn't matter what nail I have. So I'm probably just going to take some good cut nails, finish it together, and then putting the backs on, cut nails, you know, that kind of thing. We're just going to get things put together. But these ones down the side that I cannot hide, they are going to be big old rot nails so that it is intentional and it is a design choice. But today is more about getting this baby to work than it is about getting it set up so that I can do this. That might blow out just because I'm off center. But we'll find out. Where did I put my test nail? Ah, there it is. That blew out, barely, but it did. Just barely, but I think that's because it's off center. For those of you that are squeamish about me doing that, big deal. This is what they did back in the day. They would, I mean, you had to save nails. Nails were expensive. Let's go over here so I can kind of just double check. I'm going to do this. I know Hansa can't watch right now, but like I said, if I get stuff put together, I will, ooh, nice and hot. I'll get some pictures for him. But right now, today is mostly, come on. I think it's mostly just figuring out stream because I haven't had real time to do this. Okay, look. Look, Wes, stop putting it in the weakest parts of the wood. Right next to the bead on the, well, he's not going to help you. Prove a point of whether or not this is the right size hole. We do know that the other one will work. Well, this was right next to the bead. It didn't split out. Regardless of what I do, it is going to be able to pull apart fairly easily. But that one's clenching the side of the hole. The reason it's going to pull out real easily is, you notice, I'm nailing in the orientation that these nails will be going in. And I'm nailing into end grain. So like, I want to make the hole in the end grain as small as possible. But since it's actually cinching the board now, like the nail itself is deforming the hole. That might be the size we need. We have a, one second here. Hansa would probably laugh his ass off if he saw me doing this. Yep, gotta straighten that nail. Come on. Because I've used it enough that I've bowed it. We can try one more size down, but I think one more size down is going to result in a split no matter what. But we'll try it because we're going to put that one there because right now that's our chosen. Try this one, and if we get a nail explosion, then we know we know to go back to the one we already have. Oh, 1 second here. Sorry guys, like I said, TTS is dead. Yeah, everything's broken, Mecca. That's part of it. Yeah, Mosquito, they were a little expensive, but tell you the truth, they were cheaper to buy from Hansa than they were to buy from like someone at a Ren fair or something. The cut nails are way more expensive. But yeah, Varian, definitely. Like, I'm at this point where we're going to be nailing it together. I'm not dicking around. I want to know whether or not it will split out or not. So I want to make sure. This is, I think a size down from this is probably what the cut nails will be. In a way, I'm kind of happy I screwed up the backboards because I have a nice little dado slot to go into to test everything out. Nail. Let's do what we did last time and go hoop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, now I got a center. That nail is probably not going to get used in the project, but got plenty because I only need like 3 per shelf, so that's that exposed shelf, so that's 6, 8, or sorry, 6, 12, 24 nails total that I would need, and I have 50. I do know that. For the exposed nail portion. All right, who's ready? We're gonna do this real quick. It'll be a lot easier to do this after I've already done the glue up and stuff, because the process is going to be glue, clamp, screw hole, nail, screw hole, nail. So like the holes are going to line up. Oh, hey. That one might be a little too small because I'm starting to split the top board. And I split the bottom board. So splitting both sides of the board means, yeah, no, that one's round. So this is our bit. Went one size down, destroyed the boards. These are no longer testable boards. These are now come on. All right, let me. There we go. Put the correct bit in. It's amazing what that little bit of a size difference will do. Okay. Like I said, today's probably going to be a small stream because we're just figuring out what's going to be the impedances of setup, what's going to be the impedances of glue up. Something we can do though, because we know it's a problem. Actually, one second. Let's do this real quick. Just do this real quick, one sec. No one saw me put it back together. Taking a hint from you there, Mecca. The importance of take a picture in the moment. Yeah. I can understand that. But we're having a good time. Like I said, we're finally at the point of getting this thing put together. That's the important thing. Like for me, that's the important bit. We're finally at the point of putting it all together. Oh wait, where's me a hole? I'm gonna need to get me a little anvil plate so I can save some of these. I'm gonna put this one over here and not in the nail setup. Okay, next, let's be doubly sure about these boys. Oh, but where's blah, 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 blah. These are a little bit, they're not gonna be that big of a deal. Like I can, honestly, these I might be able to just hammer home. Let's find out. The fact that it's already okay, wanted to double check that first. Can I hammer it home? No. Good. That means pre-drilling. Sometimes these you can hammer home, sometimes you can't. Cherry is one of those woods that will split on command, so I'm being extra careful about it. Look at me, I'm Chris Schwartz. I'm hammering my nails straight. Never thought I'd do that on stream. Here's the fun part. It didn't split the bottom board, it only split the top board. Okay, anyway, seeing how small this hole is though in the board, that tells me I can get away with a lot. Okay, so. Okay, we're gonna put you there. You're safe. Also cut nails because they're not square. That's the problem, is those rot nails are all square in profile. This is gonna be either this one or, are these the same size? It's gonna be either of these two. I can tell right off the bat. It's gonna be one of those two. We'll find out and report back. Yeah, I thought I would be gluing up today, but I also need to mow the lawn. I need to do a bunch of other stuff in the afternoon. So like, we might just be doing a 2-hour stream today. Mecca, I'm gonna take that into consideration. Save the nails. That sounds awesome. Okay. Which one's bigger? That one's bigger, so let's test the small boy first. If it breaks, then it's probably just going to be the bigger one. In all honesty, the way this is working, I got it through the board there. Probably over a hole right here. Go. You want to sit straight. Oh, you're bent. That might be a problem. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're that one. That means we're probably going to use that one regardless. much in oriented with the grain, because God forbid I'm an idiot. Orient you with the grain. I said with the grain. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Kind of sad that Hans's nails aren't going to have that much strength in them, but I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. But since you are bent a little. Yeah, like that's how a cut nail is supposed to work. One nail, and like I could probably pull it apart, but it's going to take a good amount of effort, and the fact that oh, there we go. That worked. Yeah, you are bent all hell. Which means literally it's cutting a hole the same diameter as this guy.
Mecca said,
oh!
Okay, I'm off to the salt mines.
Have a good one, Mecca. It looks like TTS finally decided to work. Like I said, we're probably not going to be streaming much longer after this. Just because, like I said, I don't have much that I can do that doesn't require heating up glue and stressing out. But, like I said, we figured out a few problems, like the shelves are just a hair too wide to nail in. So we may do that, get those the right size. Okay, let's try one more hole. Like I said, I'd rather have full confidence that I know what bits I'm using for this. Okay, that one doesn't squeak or catch because it's not bent. It's not much bigger. I'll put that there for right now. There's my cut nail. There's my nail. In. Okay, inspection. Okay, we're going to use that bit just because it doesn't get caught in the wood. We'll find that in a bit. Doesn't get caught in the wood because it's not bent. View there. It's more important that I have this bit available because this one is sized for the wrought iron. This I can always, I've got so many bits, like it'll take me 2 seconds to figure out a cut nail size if I need it. Think with my head. Put the drill bit with the nails. Hell, think with my head. put the drill bit with the nails. Come on. Because we're not going to be doing anything just yet. But now, drill bit and the nails are in the same place. They're in the same drawer. In my little green boy. We're not going to cook glue today, I don't think. But I could probably shoot these boards to fit. Shoot the boards to fit, yes. That sounds like a good plan. Feel bad because I was like super raring and ready to get things rocking. If I can get everything shot to fit, then I'm going to be happy. Put you in here, and we're going to just start stacking tools in here. You're just scrap wood at the moment. You're probably going into the next burn barrel. But you did your purpose. You gave me true wood for the project to test the nails on. All right. Get the big boy out. Something I haven't told you guys is I'm going to be remaking this guy soon. Make it into a Lee Valley chute, aluminum chute here because this gums up a lot. Pop this over as much as I physically can. There. Take you, put you down here. Okay, you're in, you're out. Quit fucking about. Yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho. Now you get a green scrubby and get all of the sawdust and flakes and wax off of that as well. Okay. So we're gonna play a whole lot of games here. My brain is not ready for today, guys. I took a break and nothing is comprehensible. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, hello, Wes. Did you somehow make the... Oh my God. Do I have more of those 1/4 inches? You, and you. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Ow! Like I said, this is called... Nobody knew this. Those clamps sit perfectly, I do mean perfectly, at a 1/2 inch distance from the bottom. I know these are 1/4 inch because I know what project they were from. So like, that gives me a stopping block for each shelf. Hell, this solves the glue up problem. I could probably do everything all at once because now the shelves have an indefinite stopping block. They won't go any further. So I can shove them down. If they make contact with that, they're down. And then I can just clamp everything into a square and I can do full assembly like I wanted to. Okay. Okay, we're gonna come over here, drop this off here. Okay, top one is top shelf. How much fixing do I need to do with top shelf? Better yet, before I do top shelf. Pinchy rod, pinchy rod. do do. Okay. Do do. We are about 1/8 of an inch out of square. Like before I start doing this, we're gonna be doing all the pre-assembly things. Is there a way to get y'all butt squeezed correctly? You're in. Hell, I could probably act like I'm getting really invigorated, but like I said, I do have chores that need to get done as well. So, 11. Let's see if I can get one of the easier to operate ones done. Will it fit though? No. It's gonna have to be a pipe clamp. Got it. What happens? But it's gonna have to be a pipe clamp. We're not gonna be able to put anything in here. All right, well, you know what? 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch. No, look, how bad is it? Let's double check when we get some of these guys working. Okay. How you fitting? Okay. Neighbor's dog got left outside again. Oh, that would have been a big mistake. On the Jolly Road. How Okay, yeah, this is gonna take a bit. You know what, making sure it'll all clamp together is probably more important than getting to gluing. Getting close on this one, just a few more swipes. Pretty face down. Oh. Ever so close. How does that affect square? Is the next question. Good bit. Feel like it pushed it out of square. Because it bowed the ever-living piss out of it when I put it in. Okay, so, yeah. Like I said, we just got to keep taking a little bit here and there. Make sure stuff fits. Check square. Corner to corner. It's still pushing. Oh, follow me, lambs. A little more square, but I don't like the could always just get the plow plane out and just take these out. I think it's more of a function of the shelves just aren't the right sizes. They're all like just a little bit off of each other. I'd rather just get them right. He's done whimpering and now he's baying. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Sorry, I'm investigating something here. With this, we just try to get all of them in first, and then we figure out what the hell's going on. I know this one is not going to fit. Just because, like, it's a good chunk, not going to fit. Like, how the hell do you get this far into the game and have shelves that are literally 1/16 of an inch too wide for the carcass? I want to see. Let's look at the other one. Oh, it's windy as hell outside right now too. Ow. No, they're just too big for the carcass. Like I can just barely squeeze this guy in between the dados, in between the rabbits. But I mean, there's still a step up from that. And it's one of those things where I'm just like, this is gonna take forever with a plane. But it's like too finicky work to do with a saw. Even with my table saws and stuff. This really is kind of just a just keep going kind of moment. Okay, I can at least get that one in. This one I cannot. But let's see what's going on square-wise. It's no worse for wear, square-wise. So at the absolute worst, like the other one to fit, and then other one to fit, and then we could probably just kind of skim them down a little. So I'm going to do this again. Because believe it or not, the bottom isn't really, it's bowing out as well. So like it's one of those, you get everything as square as you can, you might as well. All right, how are we doing? No. A real read. Yeah, we're not that bad. So yeah, if I can get the shelves to fit, I may just glue it and clamp the piss out of it, provided I have enough medium-sized clamps to do the top. And then we can come back and do nails after the glue's set. Because gluing really involves me unclamping one part, gluing the ends, sliding it in, clamp it down, unclamp a different part, glue the ends, repeat kind of thing. Okay. It all really comes down to, can I get the damn sides in? Oh, we're almost there on this one. I mean, I could bow it out if I really wanted to, but that's too tight. You'll end up blowing the damn thing apart. Yep, still too wide. Everything else went in kind of easily. Okay. Oop, that hurt a little. Yep, still too tight. Come on. There we go. Hydration break. Okay, none of those. Okay, so it's quite literally. Okay. Okay. So if that's how it's going to have to be clamped together, that's fine. All right. Is it almost noon? Like I said, I've got a lot of yard work to do today, so let's get this where I can get it clamped together, and we can just go straight into the glue mayhem that is assembly next week. I know this week is going to be a short stream, but right now, if I don't cut the yard, velociraptors are going to kill me as I go to work, kind of deal. The yard's getting really tall. Oh, 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 oh. We're getting closer. Feeling better. But like I said, we're gonna figure out the clamp situation, get it clamped together, and waiting for next week so that we can just get it all done. Come on. Should be close. Should be close. God. Might be part of the problem. Oh shit, that helped. This baby's in there. Okay, so there's that. What we're gonna do, we don't wanna do, lead you down here, even though I probably don't. We're gonna be smart this way. Okay. Just get everything kind of set up. external shelves are sitting on their spacers. Cool, cool. Cool. I said, taking 2 hours to figure out how to clamp it. It's going to save me so much stress in the long run. You know that old adage, could always use more clamps. Properly set up so that when I'm gluing, I just size and go, size and go. There you go. Meaning I'll be able to just meaning I'm backing the clamps out, squeeze adjusting them in. Most of the way so that I'm not maxing out the clamps.
There goes the channel.
Oh.
Yankee_X just rated with 19 on ones.
Hey, Yankee. You're actually hitting me right at the end here. We can keep going for a little bit. Been spending most of the morning figuring out how to clamp it all together.
Yankee_X said, tangent LOL. Restart the raid train LOL.
That's all right. Like I said, right now, I mean, hell, I can at least tell you what I've been up to. Because we're just kind of getting everything kind of ready for glue and nails and everything else. And getting back...
Yankee 56 seems Goodman.
Getting back in the hustle for everything. Just dry fitting everything, seeing how out of square everything is. You know the deal.
LOL, yes. Oh, so that moved.
I've got a lot of chores that I actually need to be doing. So like, I just wanted to make sure I could even get this thing clamped before I even got it built. You know, that age-old adage where you're like, oh yeah, oops, I don't have enough clamps for this. Luckily that's not the story at the moment. Let me put this one down though. That's the one that's missing its rubber foot. But right now I'm just trying to get everything kind of positioned so that I know how to. We tested out Hans's nails on a bit of scrap of the project. Make sure I got the right pilot hole size for demon nails. The project itself is mostly square. I say mostly because, I mean, that's what happens. But I mean, for me, it's acceptable. For me, it's one of those, it's square enough, people are not going to notice. And it's mine, so. By the way, Raiders, in case you don't know, my name is Wes. This is Plain Old Woodworking. We do mostly hand-tooled woodworking. You've probably seen me in Drew's streams, though, so you probably already know me. Right now, we're working on a shaker cabinet. Do I have, I mean, hell, here's a good piece of scrap. This is from learning what size pilot holes to drill with Hans and nails. Hans and nails. Uh-oh. I thought I did have enough. Well, there's our answer. We're gonna have to go buy more clamps. I couldn't put this together if I tried. We're short one long clamp. One long clamp short.
Gotta have the clamps.
Give them the clamps. Yeah. I mean, at this point in time, like, I don't even think it's a big deal because, like, this guy is tight at this point. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, yep. I feel stupid. Yeah, I need one more long-ish clamp, like a 3-foot clamp. Guess that goes on the list of things. Like, I knew I wanted to try and get things assembled today, but I also knew that I was going to be pushing it because I'd have to glue, nail, and everything else. So I'm actually happy I got this far, that it goes together now. That's the big important thing. It goes together. It physically can go together. But let's see, I don't know if I've got let's see if I can get you guys at least a good idea. This is the back, by the way. That's what we got right now. It's a little bit out of square, but acceptably out of square. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, no, the 4-way clamps aren't going to work there. So I'm going to have to get another set of clamps, which is fine. I mean, that's woodworking. That's woodworking for you. But also, like, this is about as far as I can go, and I also need to mow the entirety of the lawn before it gets so tall that the mower is just going to give up on me. So let's figure out who we can actually raid out to, and I'm take a quick break and then I guess start mowing the lawn. Jesus. It would help if I knew half of what I was doing. See, we got B. Bumstead. I think that's, yeah. All right. Sorry to have you guys raid in and then immediately have to raid out, but it's also lunchtime and this is about as far as I was hoping to get today. This is farther than I thought because I knew the shelves were in kind of a state. But let's raid out to B. Bumstead and I will see you guys next week, 10 a.m. Central on Wednesday, and we will start gluing and screwing, hopefully. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you next week.